Prima Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. I am based outside of Washington, D.C. in Arlington, Virginia, and I represent immigration clients all throughout the United States and abroad as well. So I come on here live to answer your questions. If you're just getting started, if you're just joining me for the first time, as an introduction, my name is Prima Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. I help clients with all sorts of immigration issues, immigration questions, immigration applications, including humanitarian cases, business cases, and family cases, of course, as well. And I can help you no matter where in the U.S. you are located. So we are located in Arlington, Virginia, which is right outside of Washington, D.C. Our clients can be anywhere in the U.S. because immigration, it's considered a federal practice. So you don't need to have your attorney in your particular state, right? As long as you're in good standing, admitted, passed the bar, all of that, actively practicing, you can be located anywhere and represent clients all throughout the country. All right, so give us a call if you would like to work with us, if you want to get into a deep dive in your immigration situation, if you want some answers to some questions you might have, give us a call, schedule a consultation, 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. You can also go on our Facebook page, which is Agarwal Immigration. It's at Agarwal Immigration, or any of our platforms, but you can schedule your own consultation on our website or our Facebook page, which has a link available where you can choose a time that works for you, and that you can see my availability on the calendar, and you can schedule your own consultation. At the consultation, we'll talk about your immigration questions, your immigration issues, and we'll outline possible solutions. We'll go through the strengths and weaknesses of applications and let you know kind of what would be the best possible course of action to get you that work permit or to get you a change of status or a green card if you're eligible for that as well. All right, but I'm here. Say hello if you're joining me for the first time, and if you have questions, put them in. I'm going to start answering some questions that I already have, and while you put your questions in, I will try and get to them as soon as I can. Okay. So the question I want to start off with, so usually I start off with a question of the day that I think might be helpful to you guys. So the one I have is, once I get a green card through VAWA, when can I apply to become a citizen? Right? Once I get a green card through VAWA, when can I apply to become a citizen? So the answer to that is going to be either 3 years or 5 years. So you have to have a green card for 3 years before you can apply for citizenship if you are married to a U.S. citizen, or if your VAWA is based on marriage to a U.S. citizen. If your VAWA approval or the abuse that you suffered was due to someone that was a green card holder, so basically a spouse that was a green card holder, or if you were abused by a parent, right, a U.S. citizen parent, or maybe you are claiming abuse by a U.S. citizen child for your VAWA application, then you can apply for citizenship after 5 years of being a green card holder. So I hope that answers your question. Give us a call if we can help you, 703-348-1663. Again, my name is Prima Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. I help clients all throughout the United States with all types of immigration applications. Okay, give us a call if we can help, 703-348-1663. Another thing to note is that a VAWA alone, so having VAWA approved without a green card, is not a path to citizenship, right? You have to be a green card holder for a certain period of time before you can apply for citizenship. So if you're married to a U.S. citizen, it would be 3 years for you to be able to apply for citizenship, or any other situation in terms of VAWA, you have to be a green card holder for 5 years to apply for citizenship. Okay, call us if you have questions about that, 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. All right, here are some questions that I would love to answer. Okay, how does one qualify for a VAWA, right? How does someone qualify for a VAWA? So there's many situations where you can qualify for a VAWA. Basically, you are in a relationship that's abusive. You've lived with that person for a certain amount of time, and there's abuse, of course. there's abuse in that relationship. So let's kind of back up. Their parents, children, spouses can all qualify for VAWA. So here's one scenario that is really common in our law firm. So basically, our VAWA applicant, right? Our VAWA applicant is married to either a U.S. citizen or a green card holder. They entered into that marriage not just for immigration purposes. It was a real marriage, and they lived with them for however long, right? And the marriage didn't work out. The marriage broke down, and there was abuse in that marriage. And the abuse can be psychological, it can be physical. Not all the time. It's not always physical in our cases. It's more verbal, psychological, and emotional abuse. And you can qualify for VAWA in that sense. So once you apply, if you apply for VAWA and a green card together, if you're eligible, you'll receive work permit, social security number, and also travel authorization to let you go in and out of the country. If you qualify for a green card within 2.5 years, you should be expecting to get a green card interview and hopefully a green card approval shortly after. So that's how someone qualifies for VAWA. If you think if you or someone you know is in a difficult relationship, that is a popular way to qualify for VAWA. So if you're married to a U.S. citizen or a green card holder and they're not going to sponsor you for a green card, you can give us a call and we can screen you to see if you're eligible for VAWA. Okay, 703-348-1663. You can also go on our website, agarwalimmigration.com, or our Facebook page at Agarwal Immigration, and you can schedule your own consultation. Look at my availability and schedule your own consultation. They are done by phone, by Zoom, or in person. So let me know which way you would like to meet. If you want to call the office, you can talk to my assistant Nate or my assistant Kriza, who can help you schedule as well. And they're only available 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern time. All right, I hope that is helpful for you. Jazz says, what does that mean if I keep getting my prima facie? I've gotten 3. Actually, that's a really good thing. So when you file a VAWA application, if it looks like the application can be approved, the government issues what's called a prima facie determination. That means that they've looked at your application, you have everything available that they need to approve you, right? So that's what that means. So basically, they have to run background checks. They have to make sure that everything you're stating here is consistent with all the other facts that they have available to them about you, if you've filed previous applications and whatnot. So they have a lot of checks to do, but on its face, it looks like your application is approvable. So it's a really good thing. It's a necessary part of the VAWA process. I know if it keeps getting extended, once it expires, you can get another one and another one until they make a decision on your application. So it feels like it's taking a really long time, but it's not bad. It's actually a really good thing. It means that your application is approvable, right? So consider yourself on the right track. When you get a prima facie determination, give us a call if we can help you with your VAWA application, 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. All right, great. Let's see, and feel free to put your questions in. I'm answering questions from kind of all over the place here. And hopefully I can help you clear up some kind of confusion on immigration. If you want to schedule a confidential consultation, give us a call, 703-348-1663. All right, so we have several other questions. Let's see here. I think Alita says, can my husband come on a tourist visa? Probably, is that what you're asking? Can my husband come on a tourist visa while we're waiting for his interview? So if you've applied for a green card for your spouse and they're abroad, it is hard to come on a tourist visa. So you can still apply. We have had clients that are successful in doing this, but they had to show really strong ties to their home country. They had to show they had no intention of overstaying their tourist visa or changing their green card process to be processed in the U.S., right? So if you have strong evidence, maybe showing your residence abroad, showing your work abroad, and showing that you're only really going to stay here to visit your spouse and that you have to process your green card abroad, you'll have to be prepared to answer some questions about that when you enter. So it's not impossible, but it can be difficult. If we can help you, give us a call, 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. All right. My spouse refuses to sign my green card application. We've been married for 2 years in July. Can I apply for a waiver? Yeah, so if you have a green card, I think this is what you're talking about. If you already have a green card, you have a conditional green card, which is a 2-year green card, and your spouse is kind of holding that over your head and refusing to sign the 10-year green card application, then you may have some options available to you, right? So give us a call. We can go through that with you. There are waivers available. Number one, if your spouse is abusive, so if they're emotionally, verbally, psychologically abusive, that could be a grounds for a waiver. So you can apply for that 10-year green card on your own without the help of your spouse. If you're divorced or if you're on the way to divorce, you can also apply for a waiver as well. So there are different ways to apply for a waiver and apply for that 10-year green card on your own without needing your spouse to sign that document. If we can help you, give us a call, 703-348-1663. My name is Pratibha Agarwal. I am an immigration attorney, and I help clients no matter where they are located all throughout the United States and abroad as well. Okay, feel free to reach out to us. You can see my availability on our Facebook page. Agarwal Immigration is the handle, or you can see my availability on our website, agarwalimmigration.com. And you can schedule your own consultation right now if you would like. Otherwise, you can hold off and call our office in the morning, 703-348-1663. And the phone team can help you schedule your consultation and answer any preliminary questions that you might have. Okay? All right. I hope that is helpful to you. Let's see. Oops. What's the cost of a consultation? The cost of a consultation is $150. It's $150. It's for 30 minutes. We sometimes go over, so I don't really put an exact time unless I need to get to another consultation, right? Which is not always the case. So it's $150, and it's with me. You will talk on Zoom, or you will talk on the phone, depending on your preference. You can also come into the office for an in-person consultation. We're located in Arlington, Virginia, right outside of Washington, D.C. Okay? Auntie Lane says, I know someone who's lying about abuse for a VAWA green card. She said he wasn't abusive. And you said, should I report her? That's up to you. I'm not sure that it's going to be taken, quite seriously. But it will, if you have a fraudulent VAWA application, it's going to get discovered, right? It's going to get discovered. So I would not recommend having any fraudulent VAWA applications. Let USCIS figure it out. You can do as you wish in terms of reporting the person that you think is lying about the VAWA application. But if you don't, abuse can kind of come in different forms, right? So abuse, sometimes we think of it as physical abuse, as physical harm of one person, physically harming another person. We think of it as calling the police, right? So a lot of times that's a traditional idea of abuse. But abuse for VAWA can also include hurtful behavior, using immigration status against you. It can include verbal abuse, calling the person names and names, or saying hurtful things, keeping them away from family members. So there's lots of different ways that you can qualify for VAWA, and there's lots of different types of abuse that can be considered for a VAWA application, right? So I think that most of the time you don't know what happens in people's marriages. As long as the application is truthful, she is good to go. If it is not truthful, then it was going to be discovered. Okay? Oops. What can I do if my husband filed for a divorce while my 10-year green card is being processed? Well, you can apply for a waiver, right? If your husband is filed for a divorce, or you get divorced and your 10-year green card application is being processed, you can amend that application to be one without requiring your husband to be present. So if you get divorced, that is grounds to file for it on your own. There's no time limit to apply for that, so you can later submit an amendment as well, meaning while it's being processed and the application has changed or your situation has changed, you can file an amendment. We do this quite frequently. If you want to give us a call, you can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. Ahmed is saying H-1B lottery, can Indian apply in 2023? Everyone can apply in 2023. You yourself can't apply if you want to get an H-1B. The company has to enter you in the lottery, right? So a company has to enter you in the lottery. It's a very regulated process. You can't just submit yourself for an H-1B lottery application. If you're interested in that, if your company is willing to sponsor you, give us a call. Usually get the company representative on the phone because they will need to be the firm's client for H-1B purposes, and we can help with the lottery registration and do a bunch of the preliminary work to make sure you qualify for that H-1B if you get picked in the lottery. You can call us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. If I overstayed on an H-2B visa, can I still get a marriage-based green card? Yes, it depends on if you're marrying a U.S. citizen or a green card holder, or if you're filing for something like VAWA, which is based on an abusive marriage where your spouse is abusive towards you, right? So you can still qualify for a marriage-based green card if you overstayed and you're no longer in status, but it depends on who you're getting married to or how you're applying for that marriage-based green card. Okay, call us if we can help, 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. Can I reapply for VAWA after being denied, right? If you apply for VAWA and you were denied, you want to, one, look at the reasons for that denial. If it wasn't enough evidence, if you didn't provide everything before, or if there was some inconsistency in your application that you can explain later on or provide some clarification. As long as you're truthful and accurate and your applications are consistent, you can make that next one stronger. Of course, you can apply for something like VAWA. All right, give us a call. You can even appeal the decision, the previous decision, if you think it was not correct. Okay, give us a call, 703-348-1663. My name again is Prima Agarwal. I am an immigration attorney. I help clients all throughout the United States with their immigration applications. Okay? Hello, hi, Gaurav Kumar. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining. And if you want to put a question in, please feel free to do that. Hi, Luke. Hi, Olagele. Hi, Damien. Great. Say hello if you're joining me for the first time. I'm going to answer some other questions. Okay. So does the USCIS investigate a VAWA application, right? Does a USCIS investigate your VAWA application? So the USCIS isn't going to go around asking other people about abuse in your marriage, right? Lots of people don't know about it. But one thing to know is they are not going to, and they cannot, reach out to your abusive partner to confirm or deny any of the details in your application. Because this is for victims of abuse, the abusive partner is not, their opinion is not even solicited, right? So they're not contacted. A VAWA application is kept 100% confidential. No one can be contacted about that application. So that's just something to note and recall when you are applying for a VAWA application. You can reach us for your VAWA cases at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. What are the benefits of a VAWA application, right? What are the benefits of a VAWA application? Well, if you qualify and apply for VAWA, you should receive work authorization and travel authorization between 6 to 8 months. You can qualify for some public benefits, and using government benefits will not impact your case, right? So in a marriage-based green card, getting public benefits or getting government benefits might be problematic. But for VAWA, it's not going to hurt your green card application. You can apply for your green card on your own with VAWA. So you don't need your spouse's consent. You don't need them to comply. You don't even have to tell them if you don't want to, right? If you have an abusive spouse, this is something you can do without the help of your spouse. And many people qualify for a green card after applying for VAWA, right? Or at the same time that they apply for VAWA, they can apply for a green card. If we can help you with your VAWA applications, call us 703-348-1663. Again, that's 703-348-1663. And we'd be happy to talk with you more and see if you are eligible to apply for a green card or for VAWA. Love to chat with you by phone, in person, or or on Zoom, which is our most popular method to do consultations. Okay. All right. How long does it take to get an expedited combination card? So a combination card, they're referring to a work permit and a travel authorization card. Usually about 6 to 8 months is the regular processing times. If you have reached out for expedite or made an expedite request, it can be much faster. Those are pretty rarely approved, so you have to have very strong reasons for the expedite request. Okay? Someone is asking, where did you go to law school? I went to Georgetown University Law Center in Washington, D.C. So I went to Georgetown. I graduated in 2008, and I've been practicing law this whole time. All right. Okay, so I think I answered most of your questions. I answered most questions that have popped up here. Thank you for joining me. If you haven't already liked our page, make sure you like our page, follow us on our Facebook page. Sorry, I'm getting a little tongue-tied. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, and on TikTok. Our handle is Agarwal Immigration for all of them. That's AGARWAL Immigration for all of them. Okay, give us a call if we can help you, and we're happy to schedule a consultation to talk more about your immigration case. If you want to just pop in and ask a couple of questions, this is a great forum to do that. Make sure you share this with people that might have immigration questions, that might be interested in immigration or want to reach out to an attorney with some kind of immigration question. Feel free to share this with them. Like our page, Agarwal Immigration, on all our social media platforms, and I hope to meet some of you very soon. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you soon.